You will learn 6 vital things from this video that you should quietly eliminate from your life. The Stoic philosopher King Marcus Aurelius famously remarked that our lives are the products of our ideas. Aurelius proposes that we can change who we are by comprehending and managing our inner landscape. We want you to actively participate by offering your thoughts on every subject we cover. This is not merely a passive viewing experience. Join us for the entire voyage, as it offers not only education but also a chance for in-depth introspection and personal growth. 1. When you've been harmed by someone you formerly thought of as a close friend, remember this. You don't owe them a long justification or a spectacular apology. Instead, you should explain yourself to people who injured you. Showdown is the best course of action is to go on. It's not about exacting revenge or making amends, rather it's about keeping your peace. You never know when this individual will return and need your assistance, so don't lose hope. All you need is an no. It's not necessary to help someone who has betrayed your confidence. In fact, it's usually best to avoid drama and put some distance between you and them. It's often the best way for both of you to grow, so keep it real. You don't have to keep people in your life who disrespect you. Everyone deserves to be valued for who they are, and moving away from those who don't is actually a brave choice. You can make the decision to let time reveal the consequences of their actions, concentrate on taking care of yourself, and let the future unfold as it will. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Don't stoop to their level. Instead, invest in becoming the best version of yourself, cultivating your inner peace and character. That's the real deal. It's about choosing your mental health and growth over needless drama. Step 2. Pointless objectives. Throughout our lives, we frequently have to make important decisions. In this process, it's critical to act thoughtfully and stay true to our genuine self. It's also critical to recognize when particular objectives no longer serve our true purpose. Giving up on these objectives is not only acceptable but also essential, since it frees us to concentrate on what really counts. Nevertheless, exercising caution in how we proceed is a crucial part of Process C. Don't announce every choice or change publicly. You don't have to tell everyone everything you do. As you navigate through these changes, exercise caution to protect your overall plan and intentions. Do this by quietly ensuring that your actions are consistent with your identity and core values. Make these adjustments discreetly, adapting as circumstances change, or always appreciating the power of privacy in your strategic life choices. This method keeps the integrity of your own journey while also making your road simpler. According to eminent Stoic philosopher Sina, it's not that we don't have enough time. However, because we lose so much, our lives are not brief, but we make the most of what we have by using it carelessly. This phrase, which serves as a gentle reminder to make good use of our time and energy, really connects with the idea of concentrating on important objectives and letting go of the unimportant. 3. Oversharing leads to relationship breakdown. When handling the breakup of a friendship or love connection, it's important to keep private information private. It would be better to internalize and reflect on these experiences rather than divulging details about disagreements or the reasons behind a breakup, as this not only violates the privacy shared between you and the other person, but also encourages needless gossip that exacerbates the issue. This approach promotes a deeper level of personal healing while also protecting each party's right to privacy. If you find yourself needing to talk about these private topics instead of looking for outside outlets, it could be an indication of unresolved emotional issues. Converse with yourself to comprehend and absorb these feelings. According to Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. This approach guarantees that any problematic relationship is resolved with dignity without becoming a topic of public discourse. In doing so, you safeguard your emotional well-being and that of others involved, fostering a more respectful and discreet healing journey. Recognize this, and you'll gain resilience. This remark really captures the essence of turning inward and managing our responses to outside events especially in the sensitive context of failing relationships. 4. Or speaking up in front of others when you're angry or frustrated. Imagine yourself in a heated meeting, with your heart racing with frustration. We've all been there, don't we? The temptation to let our fury out then is tremendous. But what if we choose to speak quietly to channel that fiery energy instead of shouting? This is a journey towards mastering our inner storms, not only about maintaining our composure. Imagine a moment when you saw someone lose their composure. How did it make you feel at ease or perhaps disappointed? Now imagine someone who maintained their composure in the face of pandemonium, their voice calming. That's the person we all want to be, bow amid a sea of noise, isn't that? It's during these hardships and testing of our character that we discover our actual power, turning rage into action and frustration into focus. It's like alchemy of the soul. It's not just about biting back angry words, it's about channeling that energy into something that moves us forward, that turns stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Heraclitus was onto something when he said to be even-minded is the greatest virtue. It's a reminder that in the eye of the storm our calm is our greatest weapon, our balance the truest form of bravery. So next time the waves of emotion surge, remember this, the power to remain undisturbed, to speak in whispers. When the world expects shouts is not just a virtue, it's a superpower uniquely yours. 5. Disseminating unfavorable remarks about other people. When you hear someone disparage someone else, don't you wonder what they say when you're not around? Think back to the last instance. Disseminating unfavorable remarks about other people might be risky. It's simple to be swept up in the moment, but once you say something, it sticks with you like shadows, throwing a negative light on your persona. Being diplomatic isn't enough. You also need to be the kind of person that others respect and trust. You don't have to like everyone, but you should remember everyone. Imagine yourself in a circumstance when you are presented with someone or something challenging. It's easy to jump to conclusions, but there's a catch. You have the ability to change the course of events at that very moment. Select compassion over contempt in conversation. You will undoubtedly experience a range of emotions during disagreement, including compassion, irritation, and perhaps even a small amount of admiration for their persistence. This method focuses on comprehending the intricate web of human emotions and interactions rather than just maintaining harmony. By doing this, you not only create bridges, but also develop the skills necessary to skillfully and compassionately negotiate the turbulent waters of relationships. If you've made it this far, I ask that you leave a comment to show that you're truly seeking change. Go ahead. Leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Now let's continue. 6. Always evaluating yourself against others. The never-ending and, quite frankly, joy-stealing habit of constantly comparing ourselves to others is like riding a treadmill without an off switch. When you look at someone else's accomplishments sideways and compare them to your own, you're not only making yourself look bad, but you're also missing the beauty of your own story. This tendency and the need to measure up frequently make us feel as though we're always falling behind, which traps us in a vicious cycle of self-doubt and discontent. Now reverse the script. What if you begin to embrace your journey in all its raw and unfiltered glory, with no matter how small your victories or quirks? Life isn't a perfectly scripted series where everyone is reading from the same script. Rather, it's messy, unpredictable, and wildly divergent. Your journey of successes and failures, ups and downs, is evidence of your tenacity, your uniqueness. So embrace it and write your own story. It can include a range of feelings, from gritted frustration to lofty accomplishments. Particularly yours, because you are the one taking the adventure. You are not simply going forward, but also changing the rules to suit your needs. As the Stoic philosopher Epicurus once said, control your perceptions, direct your actions properly, willingly accept what's outside your control. This quote resonates deeply with the concept of focusing on our own path rather than comparing ourselves with others. If you have benefited from these lessons, I wish to subscribe to the channel in support of us and wait for more videos.